DNF'd at 45% in, but I rounded up from 1.5 stars for exceeding my very low expectations. I love when a book review starts and it's always like, I hated it. I hated it so much, but I expected to hate it, so how much can I really hate it? Well, back to my favorite part of the day where I read Goodreads reviews of different books to figure out, are they worth our time? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no, but I still read them because I enjoy torturing myself. Today we're talking about Poison Roses. It's book 1 of the Boys of Bell Rose series by Jaymin Eve and Tate James. I've never read anything by either of these authors, so fingers crossed it's as horrible as this review is setting it up to be. I do enjoy both Eve and James separately. Somehow when they combined, as they did for that Broken Wings book, the product was basically unreadable. Okay, I feel kind of bad when we criticize authors, as opposed to criticizing like the actual body of work, but that was kind of funny. Still, hope springs eternal, so I tried this one out. It was marginally better than their last outing, though not by a massive amount. This reviewer does not like these people. Anyway, let's get into the story. 24-year-old Billy Belrose has been scraping a hand-to-mouth existence since the death of her parents 8 years ago. Of course she's an orphan. We have not evolved past Wattpad book lines. I'm gonna say, like, there's going to be a pregnancy scare, a miscommunication trope. Somebody's going to possibly get sold to somebody else, potentially a member of One Direction. But, you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go back. Billy has seen her parents die 8 years ago. That's also the last time she saw her 2 best friends, Angelo Ricci and Jace. I'm going to take a wild guess here and say that with a name like Angelo Ricci, the guy is Italian mobster. The former is now an active part of his mafia family. Of course he is! We've got a mobster. Okay, is anybody like counting the amount of like tropes that we've seen a million times? Because like, orphan, mobster. Next, the latter has become a world famous rock star and named his band after her. So orphan, mobster, rock star. We are poised for pure gold here, people. Continuing. When Billy sees Angelo commit murder, she realizes she needs to get out of town ASAP before he catches up to her to silence her. That is what I don't get, because you just said they were best friends. So why would he kill her? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Did he kill her parents? If I just figured out a major plot point from just like a review, that would be pretty funny. She runs into Red, Jace's bandmate, who offers to let her come on tour with them so he can smuggle her out of state. I'm going to call it out right now. There's gonna be a love triangle romance. You know how I feel about my rockstar love triangles. Keep them coming. Of course Jace isn't happy, but their bandmate Grayson is pretty thrilled. Cue everyone falling in love with Billy for no reason. This is the thing, it's like if you've got all the tropes, Billy must have the personality of a graham cracker, and the only thing that's ever happened to her is her parents died, and she's pretty without ever knowing it, and she's so demure. Ugh, I hate that word. I'm not joking. Basically, this entire book is saturated in instant lust or love, and I was so not here for it. Rhett and Grayson take one look at Billy and decide she's all fragile and gorgeous and end up pledging their lives to her pretty much straight away. Of course they do. Ma'am, have you learned nothing from the 50 million fan fictions out there? They know Jace is pissed off at her, and this could have created some tension in their relationships, but the authors totally just bleed out any conflict by having them so ridiculously in love with her so quickly. They have to. Don't you understand? Her name is Billy Belrose. She's the light of their lives. They met 5 minutes ago. And like, why are they so in love with her? There is literally nothing interesting or compelling about Billy, such that I could believe a bunch of world-famous rock stars are enticed by her. Listen, if a bunch of world-famous rock stars just came knocking on my door and said, I am madly in love with you, I would not be complaining. I stand with Billy on this one. Her characterization is paper flat. I could give you actual character descriptions of Eve and James's other heroines, like Madison Kate, but I don't have a single thing to say about Billy. What else must you need to know about her? She must be completely indescribable so every single female reading it can imagine herself in it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those old pop music songs where everybody's like, ooh baby, you're so pretty with your average looking hair, average looking eyes, average looking height. I'm pretty sure Bo Merman has a song about that. That song, this book. I DNF'd once I realized I simply do not care what happens to these people. Listen, I gotta respect the review by Namera. She gave us everything we needed to know. Yes, this is already on my Kindle. I will see you in 48 hours once I absolutely ravenously consume this entire series. Cheers. Oh, and don't forget to like and comment on this video if you want me to keep making videos like this. I usually just do tons of shorts, but if you find this enjoyable, because I sure as fuck do, please let me know, and like, just let me know in the comments, I guess, and subscribe. That would be pretty fun. Bye!